There's a new frightful attraction in Las Vegas, Universal Horror Unleashed, a year-round horror experience, and in this video, I'm gonna show you what the whole thing is like. All right, let's go inside. So here we are inside Universal Horror Unleashed. Starting from the back, this is like the bar area. There's also a restaurant. Inside, there's basically 4 different fun houses. And this is Jack's Alley. There's actually a Jack show going on right now. Like, you hear them right now. So we'll get over there in a moment. This is one of the houses. Scarecrow. Scarecrow. Reaping. They don't let you record video in the fun houses, so I can't show you inside of them, but they are pretty spooky. Here's a spot where they take photos with folks. And then these shows are different shows. Like, there was a different show earlier today. Oh, let's see what this guy's doing. He's got like a leg. Okay. So I think it's kind of fun that they do the shows because the houses aren't open all the time. Like, the houses, they take lunch breaks, so they're not open all the time. So there's like different times that they're open. So I'm actually waiting till 6:30 for the last haunted house to open. This is the actual restaurant, so you can have table service in here to eat. So, okay, this guy's spinning plates. They're all kind of like dead people. That's what they look like. Here's plates actually spinning. Yeah, plates actually spinning. All right. Earlier they had a show where they were killing people. People where you were dead performers, you decided whether to stay or slay. Okay. And, well, it's all spooky decorations on the outside. This is the Exorcist. And I will say, like, these haunted houses, they're legit. And they make you really feel like you are in the movie. The Exorcist was a good one. I think that was probably my favorite one of the 3 that I've done so far. But you can see, no eating, drinking, no cameras, no carrying children. Though I don't know that I would bring young children here. I have a 6-year-old daughter, and I definitely would not bring my 6-year-old daughter here. This is the main bar in the center. There's an Eatery over here where you can get cuts of shoulder, things like that. So since it's, in front of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then you've got different body parts that you might want to eat in there. You get your ears, your parts and pieces, your shoulder, the leftovers, the chocolate monkey bread. Right, that sounds good. We've got the cheerleader over here. They told me to beware of the cheerleader because she's apparently mighty spooky. She's got a knife. Beware of the cheerleader. Yeah. So there's people that walk around that are in character, even in this area that isn't the actual haunted house area. Okay. And this is the other side of the bar. You can see the people are nicely in character over there. It looks like a steam train of some sort. And this is Monsters, Universal Monsters. This is the one I'm waiting for. This opens at 6:30 p.m. They're on lunch break. This place is open from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday. They're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. Tickets start at $69 and get more expensive on more popular days. This is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I really enjoyed this one. and when they open, like, back from lunch break, they do a little show in here where somebody comes out with a chainsaw. Then one of the actors came by and asked if I wanted some chorizo. This is the bar area from the other side too. There's like second level catwalks. When I walked in, there were people like flying over, almost on like a zip line, back and forth. It's like a wall that they climb up with skulls on it. Over here, there's like a throne or something like that. And then this over here is the gift shop. No food or beverage past this point, so you can't take your food to go. What do we have here in the gift shop? We've got hats. we've got they're cups that look like candles, but they're not. I am no one. It says the Texas Chainsaw Massacre right there. You can feel like it's real. You get your spooky hats. get your pig outfit. Get your pig shirt right there. Ooh, yeah. The haunted houses, I mean, I understand why the tickets cost so much because there's a lot of live actors in the haunted houses, and I do feel like it feels like you're walking through a movie set or the movie, but it's kind of like coming here is like going on a roller coaster, you know, where like you're like, why did I do this? Why did I pay to put myself into a haunted house and just have people jump out and scare me? But there's definitely a lot of jump scares. Oh, but there's one other kind of cool thing to just show you here at the gift shop. This setup here where you see the X-rays, and there's things for sale, but there's also this display right here of human eyeballs, and yeah. Oh, speaking of human eyeballs, maybe you get a human eyeball right there. What do you think? Shall I bring this back to OC Girl? Yeah, she'd really appreciate that. Okay. Hey, I see a line starting to form for the Monsters Haunted House, so I'm gonna go in that one and then give you my final thoughts afterwards. Okay, this looks like a good place to share my thoughts. You know, this is creative YouTubery because I clearly didn't just run out of there screaming because I had to put my camera out here first. All right, but like this looks like a good place to sit, right, and talk about the experience. So, how was it? How long did I spend in there? Like it was good. It was a lot of fun. What was my favorite fun house? I think the last one, the Universal's Monsters one. I don't want to give away the story, but you get to see like a lot of different monsters, which I think is pretty cool, like from a lot of different Universal movies. I got in there about 5 o'clock, so I was in there for about an hour and 45 minutes. Kind of the con or the thing I don't like is the fact that not all the fun houses are open all the time, and so you spend a lot of time waiting in lines to for the fun house to open, or maybe I just came at a bad time where they were all going on lunch breaks. They have QR codes in front of the haunted houses that you can scan to see what times they're open or what they're not on break, but I wish they would just post them or give you a card or something. I didn't eat there, so I can't tell you what the food's like. I didn't drink there, so I can't tell you what the drinks taste like. But overall, should you do it? Is it worth it? Certainly, I think you get the low price tickets of the $69 tickets. I think it's a pretty fun thing to do if you like horror. If you don't like horror, then don't do this. Why are you watching this video? Instead, if you don't like horror, what you should do is you should go to the Sphere and you should watch the new Wizard of Oz movie, because that'll make you feeling good afterwards, because you'll be going down the yellow brick road, killing the Wicked Witch, and meeting the Wizard of Oz. If you want to see my review of the Wizard of Oz and the Sphere experience, you'll find that up here. Then if you want to see all the other stuff that you can see and do at Area 15, check out this video right here. Definitely don't miss Omega Mart. That's pretty cool. I'll put a link to that somewhere too. All right, fellow explorers, as usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in the next video.